Greetings, YouTubers! Well, today we have an issue with the Renault. Auto addicts. The company car, the car that I shouldn't have to get involved in the servicing of. But today's Friday. Wednesday it went for the service, its first service, 18,000 miles, at Kwik Fit in Sudbury, in Suffolk. Unfortunately we have to use Kwik Fits. Don't ask me why, I'm guessing they get a cheap deal at work. But nonetheless, away it went. And I went and had a little sit in Witherspoons and had some breakfast and all was good. I then dropped off some tickets for a show to our club secretary. She messaged me later on to say there was a load of oil where the car had been parked and all up the road. I thought, well, can't be me, it's just been serviced. But I thought, well, maybe the belly pan or something under the car got a bit of oil. Came out of the house this morning. I didn't use the car at all yesterday, so I didn't pay any attention to it. So I came out this morning and a load of oil under the car. Pulled a dipstick, there was oil in the car, so I thought, okay, fair enough. I didn't go too much into the levels of it because it's an awkward dipstick. But moved the car, cleared up the worst of the oil, and went to work. We now have that on the dashboard. Top up oil level. So I'm nipping home to get the car up in the air and see what the deal is, because it's looking like maybe they didn't put the sump plug back in properly, or the pipe's knackered or something, because if it's basically used all of the oil in 100 or so miles, then there's definitely an issue. So Kwik Fit Sudbury, I'm not happy. So here you can see underside of the car is covered in oil. There's the exhaust that's oily and therefore smelly. There's wiry things. There's under tray of the car, shiny, shiny, shiny. Not supposed to be shiny, and oil dripping there. It's just very, very oily. There we go, there's a big drip, like the person that did the work. Under tray of the engine there, trying to look up through the engine and see what the problem is, but as with modern cars, everything is hidden, so you can't actually see anything through those holes. I am trying. So it all looks quite clean up inside, which is confusing. You can see there lots of oil around the edges of that hole, which is obviously where it's all coming out. But you just can't see up in the tray to see where the oil's coming from. It's annoying. Why do modern cars do this? Why can't you see anything in modern cars? I want to see things. I want to see the engine and the oily bits, then I know where the oil is coming from and the oily bits. But yes, you can't. You can see it's all oily, just not where the oily stuff is coming from. There we go, look. Very, very damp, and look, still dripping. Still dripping. The car has been turned off for some time. So, trying to see through the top. Can we see anything through the top? No, is the simple answer. No, we can't. Why are modern cars like this? This is why I like old cars. You can see things in old cars. You can see what's going on in old cars. Modern cars, you can't see anything. I dislike modern cars. They do put quite nice coverings on the pipes. See, look at that. Isn't that nice? Interestingly, there's no top plastic cover on this engine. But like you see in most cars, I suppose it saved Renault 20 cents. The French use cents. I think they do, don't they? But anyway, back underneath. Have another look. I'll put the flash on this time, see if we can see anything a bit more. And we can't. No, we still can't see anything. So I'm still, oh look, there's an axle stand. I'm still none the wiser. So you can see it's all very, very oily, but you just can't see where the oil is coming from. That bit's not very oily, which is even more confusing, because the amount of oil everywhere, why is this bit not covered in oil? I'm now very confused, which is not difficult. I'm easily confused. It's quite muddy though. Yes. We'll move past the muddy bit. Move past the muddy bit. Moving past the, thank you. Back to the oily bit. See, lots of oil. Very, very, very damp. Which is, see now this is the spare wheel. This is right at the back of the car. And you can see it's covered in oil. Right at the very back of the car. How is this so covered in oil? This is ridiculous, the amount of oil that has come out of this car. Look, you can see on the tailgate here, I don't know how, it's not showing up that well, but even the tailgate is covered in oil. It is ridiculous. But the car is being booked in, so let's see what happens. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm back in the Renault, which means it's been fixed. No thanks to Kwik Fit. So what was wrong with it? Well, as I drive along, literally just, not that you can see, but just literally the other side of this bank is the ocean, because I'm out at Clacton working. But I have my car back. Spot of off-roading, but yes, anyway. Car, just to recap, car went in for a service, came back, pissing out oil everywhere, leaving a trail everywhere I go, and lots of black mess underneath said vehicle. So, dropped it off at work, they took it somewhere else. I'm now having to reverse because some idiot is going down a one-way street the wrong way. Bloody Essex. So, yeah, the other end of this road there's big no entry signs. That's the second car that's come bombing down there. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm losing the plot. I'm digressing. So, yes, as I was saying, dropped off at work, I took it to the garage around the corner from the depot, where I shall be going from now on. After he'd jet washed and steam cleaned and de-oiled the underside of the vehicle so he could actually get the things without turning black, it's turned out what they had done, bearing in mind this is a 2019 Renault Megane 1.5 diesel, a mid-size family estate car. The oil filter they had chose to put on this vehicle was that from a Vauxhall Corsa, a small city car basically. It didn't fit. Don't thank me for waiting, will you? Yeah, you will, but no, you just chat on your phone. I hate Essex. I really hate Essex. People are morons. Sorry if you live in Essex, but yes, anyway. Where was I? So yes, Vauxhall Corsa oil filter. It didn't fit. Obviously it was probably the right thread, so you could thread it on, but it didn't seal. I'm guessing it was too small, so the seal didn't seal to the bit of metal it needed to seal to. So what does this mean? This means I have no idea where I'm going. Let's go this way. They've taken the Vauxhall oil filter off the car, put on the correct Renault oil filter onto the car, and the car now manages to retain its oil. No oil under the car, all in the car, like oil is supposed to be. Unless it's a Land Rover, then it's allowed to leak, because that's just what they do. You always know when a Land Rover's run out of oil because it's not leaking. Yes. Asked a carpenter friend of mine to make me a double bed. You never guess, he went and did a bunk. Boom boom. On that note, because my jokes will only get worse from there, I'm going to leave it here. Just needless to say, Kwik Fit, one is not amused, and I very much doubt the company I work for will be paying the bill, but you probably already know that. So yes, usual thing, like, share, subscribe to see more mishaps and blunders and basic fuck-ups. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!